Hello, everyone. Welcome to meditation practice here in Deleon Plaza for Be Well Victoria and Victoria County Health Department, right? What did you say? Texas Healthy Community. Sorry. I don't have a piece of paper in front of me. But anyway. All right, so my name is Savanna Flowers. I run Blooming Flowers Yoga along with my husband, and I'm here to do a meditation practice this morning. But I would like to do a little bit of a different style meditation. We'll do a couple of different things, and the reason why I say different is because as a yoga teacher, I view literally everything from the perspective of a yoga practice. But many of us come to the idea of a yoga practice from maybe what we can see with our eyes, right? It's a very physical practice on the surface. But you know, like the people in the Titanic figured out, the iceberg, mostly what you see is just the tip, but really everything that goes with it is very deep underneath and within. The same with the yoga practice. What you see people doing out on the yoga mat is just the tip of the iceberg. It goes so much deeper. It really affects every single aspect of our life if we allow it to. So the Yoga Sutras, or the book that kind of teaches us how to do a yoga practice, tells us that yoga is an 8-limb practice. Well, basically meaning that there are 8 different ways that you can practice yoga and bring it all into one lifestyle, right? So what we know, one limb is movement. 2 limbs are ways in which we kind of guide our morals and ethics. Another limb is breathing. That's all by itself. You can practice breathing and you are just practicing yoga. And then another practice of it is called pratyahara, or a way of bringing our senses into focus. And so moving after pratyahara, or focusing, that's when we get into more of the mental practice of yoga. And so while movement kind of prepares our body to sit in meditation, breathing prepares our inner energies to sit in meditation, and then we'll get to a practice of bringing in our awareness so that we can come into a meditative state within our mind. So the yoga practice today is a meditation practice, but we'll be doing a couple of different things, starting with a little bit of movement because it's morning time, and some of us may have just gotten up out of bed and walked out here. And we're going to move so that in the midst of the meditation itself, the body is not something that's distracting. And by the way, distractions are all part of the meditation. So I'm going to get started, and if you're out here, I highly recommend taking off your socks and shoes, and if there are no ants, stepping into the grass. If you're at home and you can get outside, try this too. But if not, just standing on a mat or on the floor is just fine too. So wherever you are, I invite you to come to a standing position. And I'm going to step off into the grass myself. All right, the reason I want to start with movement is so we move our energy and we can allow it to kind of settle. Come into what we call in yoga mountain pose. So basically your 2 legs are sturdy underneath your body. Focusing in on your feet for just a moment, press your feet into the floor or to the ground. And if you're in grass, spread your toes and maybe wiggle your toes a little. This in and of itself is a grounding practice. You could stand outside for a few moments and get charged up on Mother Earth, and you've created meditation. All right, moving on. Allow your arms to just relax by your side. Close your eyes. I'm going to bring our awareness into breath. So in through the nose and out through the nose. Feel your shoulders settle. Take a breath in through the nose. A breath out through the nose. Feel your eyes start to relax. Let's do one more breath here. Good. So our movement practice will be gentle and just a way of waking up the joints in our body. So let's start by taking your chin towards your chest. Take the chin over to one shoulder. Lift the chin up to the sky, around, down to the chest. And let's do one more in this direction. Over to one shoulder, up and around. And when you bring your chin towards your chest, pause. And just go the other direction. Up and around. Relax your shoulders. Relax your eyes. And do one more. Good. When you come back to center, just lift your chin all the way up. And then try to bring it down somewhere neutral, imagining that your chin is parallel to the earth. Lift your shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze the shoulders back and down. Good. We'll do that one more this direction. Up and back and down. And then go the other direction. So take it back and up and around. Good. One more. Good. Let that relax. Your hands, turn them towards me. Pull the hands up to your shoulders. Turn the palms and press down. Good. Turn the palms, lift them up, and turn the palms and press down. So just moving through the different joints in the body. Take your wrists around in circles. Good. Let's go the other direction. Notice this gentle movement and how it may be even changing the energy that you felt when you stepped onto your mat. Let's release here. Give your hands a little squeeze and open, squeeze and open. Let's do one more for good measure. Squeeze and open. Good. Lift the arms up to the sky. Take a big breath. Open them back behind you. Good. Take a big breath. And back behind you. Good. And both directions, right? So let's go back, breathing in and down. Notice how the arms move differently when you move in different directions, right? Meditating on the movement of your body, because you are your body. You are not separate. And down. Good. Adding a little twist, we're going to use the arms here. Take the arms up to the sky. It doesn't matter which direction you go. Just open your body in a twist. One direction, one arm goes behind you, the other in front. Let's add a little movement with breath. Inhale up. And exhale, just twist to the second side. And again, easing into these movements so that you're not straining. Try never to force your deepest stretch, right? Just allow the body to move. And be amazed because you are alive and you have a body that can move. Good, we're gonna come back to center, breathe in. Breathe out and release. Good, hands to the hips. Maybe take the feet a little wider. Hips circles in one direction. Imagine big hula hoop, and you're a hula hoop champion. All right, get it going. And let your knees bend, because if you lock them out, it's gonna just be a little bit more like a Barbie doll. You're not a Barbie, right? Let the knees move. Thank goodness, right? We're not Barbies. We're actual real life human beings with real bodies. Pause and go the other direction. You might even imagine the way the femur bone kind of moves around in the hip socket in there. Bringing your awareness to your body, meditating here in this space, right? Not about what's happening out there in the world right now. Ooh, hip, that's interesting. Okay, a little bit of balance. Shift your weight to one side, bend the opposite knee, and just kind of create little circles with the knee. Ooh, yeah, make your body work just a little. Why? Because focus is necessary in meditation, and if we're distracted, we can't focus. What helps us bring focus? A little bit of balance. We got to think right here, right now. Okay, challenge yourself. Step this foot down, shift your weight, pick up the other foot, and create these little hip circles. Imagine the hip circles just kind of cleaning out into the hip socket there. That's good. And this entire time we've been bending the knee, right? So we're going to skip right past the knees, set the foot down, a little bit of balance, lift that other foot, ankle roll, ankle roll, ankle roll, snap, crackle, pop, yeah? Go the other direction. Good. And then one more challenge, point and flex, point and flex. Last one, point and flex. Shift your weight over, right? Or just land and shift, lift and roll. And I encourage you to do this practice every day if you can, because we just went through most of the joints in the body and creating a little bit of movement of energy. Let's point and flex. And why not? Right, that took less than 5 minutes. Let's release. All right. Standing in your mountain one more time. Take a breath, reach the arms to the sky. And from here, hands will come to the heart center. Close your eyes. I invite you to feel into the body for a moment, from the bottom of the feet all the way up through the legs, into the hips. Notice your belly and your ribs. Maybe you can even feel your heartbeat with your hands. And take your awareness up the spine, into the shoulders, all the way up through the neck, into the crown of the head. And just feel what it's like to be you right now. No judgments. Just you being you. Take a breath into you. Take a breath out. And for one more moment, if there's any intentions that arise up in your body, in your mind, in your emotions, listen in. An intention can be anything. An intention for peace, for calming. An intention for, you name it. It's all you. Listen in. I'll take one more breath. And release. All right, let the hands go. You can open the eyes and find your way onto either your seat, or if lying down on the ground or on the floor, if you're at home, feels better for you, then lie down. I will come to a seat myself. I'm also a big fan of sitting on knees, so if you have a poof, like so, and at any time throughout this meditation practice you are uncomfortable, which happens within our bodies, that's why we move them before we sit, then you can change the orientation of your poof and sit up tall. This is especially, I think, helpful for those of us with low back pain. I personally have had spinal surgery in the past, and so sometimes the back hurts. So in this meditation practice, I invite you to shift your body position if that is something that your body is calling to do, right? If you're distracted by pain in your body, then we don't get to experience the pleasure of meditation. And for me, it is pleasurable. It's a way of allowing the brain to just soften and relax. So coming back to that yoga practice I was speaking on earlier, learning how to withdraw the senses so that we can come into meditation, into our own minds and bodies, is a practice. Distractions are all around us. However, I'd like to invite, especially here in this outdoor setting, for us to maybe not experience these noises or things happening around us as distractions, and instead just part of the world in which we're occupying right here in this moment. I'm going to lead you through a meditation called Layers of Sound. I invite you to close your eyes, and throughout this practice, if, again, you feel like laying back, then lay back. Let me find my thing. All right. I like to have things to read. All right, so close your eyes. Allow your body to settle into this moment, to this posture, wherever you are. Check in after your movement practice if when you sat, you started to creep the shoulders up to the ears, or you started to furrow the brow, or maybe create a little tension in your jawline. Check in if any of those things happened. Have a little compassion for the self and just say it's okay to soften. Relax here. And take a breath in. This meditation is known as layers of sound. We'll be focusing in on what we hear in an intentional way, because while we may not always be aware of it, our ears are always on. You can close your eyes to stop seeing things, but you cannot turn off your ears to stop hearing things. The sounds of our world are constantly competing for our attention. in on where we want to focus in is a very useful life skill, not just a meditation skill. Now that you're here, again, bring your awareness to your breath. The first sounds that we'll listen to are going to be those that are far away from us. Open your ears as wide as you can. Imagine stretching your hearing way beyond this space, beyond this block. For those of us downtown, imagine you could expand your hearing even further away from downtown. If you're at home in a room, imagine you can expand your hearing out of your room, out of your home. Listen carefully for the next few moments and see if you can hear the farthest away sound possible. No straining, just inviting. At first, the mind might try to identify these sounds. That's a bird, that's a car. See if you can allow yourself to just hear and listen without labeling. Just notice the sounds exactly as they are. Now that you've listened to the furthest sound you could possibly find, take a breath. And as you breathe out, start to draw in your hearing just a little. And starting to create a smaller area that you extend your hearing mind to. Find the sounds that are a little closer, a little more subtle, maybe. Again, don't worry about trying to identify the sounds. That's natural. But instead, soften into them and listen. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bring the hearing practice even closer, maybe just into this space in which you occupy. If you're in a room, just the room. If you're here with us outdoors, just into this space right around us. And continue to check in with your body. Move if you need to move. And don't hold your breath, yogis. meditators, don't hold your breath. Let it flow. I'm going to take one more breath here. Nice inhale, filling up all the way down into the bottom of the lungs. And as you exhale, listen to the sound of your breath as it leaves your body. And then keep your hearing awareness here, in the body, in yourself. What do you hear? Try to listen carefully within. Your body has a lot to say. We live in a culture that invites us to separate our minds from our bodies. I'm here to invite you to listen inward and get quiet with what comes up. And in the same way, you can drop the identifiers of the sounds around you. When you start to listen inward, you can also drop the identifiers of the things that come up. So check in. And if the thoughts start to get loud, instead of thinking, that's a memory, that's an idea, I need to put that on my to-do list, try to just let them flow and not identify. Softening in the mind to what you hear on the inside. Meditation is not about ignoring the things around you or within you, but instead allowing them to flow around you and within you without being agitated by the things that come up. A few more moments here and remind yourself to breathe softly and gently. Find yourself to soften the muscles around your eyes and relax the space between your eyebrows. And a reminder to lengthen the back of the neck. And drop the shoulders. And sometimes you may even need to check in with your fists. Relax your hands. Take another few moments here. And if you can remind yourself if an intention came up earlier in this practice, breathe into that a few more moments. And start to bring your awareness back into the space in which you occupy. We're going to come out of this portion of the meditation practice and try to maintain this gentle energy and add a little more movement before moving into the second part of today's practice. Start your movement by deepening your breath. And after a few rounds of cleansing, clearing, full breaths, invite your eyes to softly open. And keep the eyes relaxed until you gain focus. Maybe focusing on just something out right in front of you before looking up and around. And take a moment to notice how you feel after sitting still. And keeping this gentle energy around and within. Drop the chin towards the chest again. Take one ear over to the shoulder. Lift the head up and around. And your eyes can stay open or they can close. Adding some gentle movement here. Notice if it feels different than when you first started. Let's pause and go the other direction. Do a few other different things here. Let's just go around in the circle one more time. Good. And you bring your chin towards the chest and lift the chin all the way up. And try to drop it down to a neutral position. And then from here, let's go ahead and just reach the arms. Big stretch up. Good. Now hook your thumbs and extend up to the sky. And just stretch up through the chest. Maybe lean to one side a little bit. Nice stretch out to the armpits. Yeah. You ever think about stretching your armpits? I do. Let's go the other direction. Take a breath, lift up to sky. And on the breath out, you can release. You're either in your seat or on your knees. You're going to lift your chest up, creating a nice arch in your spine. Round your back a lot, so try to tuck your tail underneath a little. Oh yeah, stretch the lower back. You can get kind of tight sitting here. So let's do that again. This is like a cow pose, as they call it in yoga. You're really lengthening up through the spine. And then the cat pose. Imagine like you're a Halloween cat and you round your spine. Good. We're going to do that just 3 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in for cow pose. Breathe out for cat. And one more. It's just a nice break for your spine here. Really tucking the tail under is going to stretch out that low back a lot. Oh yeah. Good. All right, coming up. One more thing here. Bring the arms to the side and just a gentle twist. Wake up the ribs. Sitting still. While it feels good in the body sometimes, the body just needs a little extra release. Alright, now let's come back to center and settle in again. This next portion of the meditation practice will be a little bit more involved in the internal landscape. And again, I invite, if your body's feeling a little tired, to maybe lay down. I'm going to move out of the sun here. This next part of the practice is known as the metta meditation, and if you've ever practiced yoga with me before, some of you have, you've probably done this with me. But if not, I would really like for you to look this up on Google. It's super easy, metta, M-E-T-T-A. Metta means loving kindness, and loving kindness is an act of compassion, and not just in this ooey gooey, lovey-dovey type sense, but it's an act of compassion even in the face of adversity, even in the midst of strife, being compassionate with self and with others. Metta is a way for us to soften on the inside to the world outside that sometimes can be really extremely harsh. 2020 has definitely shown us the ways in which the world can be harsh. So through this practice, we are going to focus our loving kindness and compassion in a few different areas and pray, in a sense, for all that is. So either with the eyes softly open, or again, you can close. Relax the mouth. Take a breath in. And with this practice of layers of sound, you can now bring your awareness all the way into you, into the heart, into your internal space. Breath in. And with your breath out, we meditate and we pray. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be safe. May all beings experience joy. May all beings awaken to the light of their true invite you to bring into your awareness, your internal awareness, someone, maybe something, maybe you have a pet, someone or something, some being that fills you up with absolute love. It's immediate. Your whole heart swells like the Grinch at the end of the movie just with the thought of this person. You can't help but turn a smile onto your face. It's easy to feel love and compassion for this being. Take notice what that feels like inside of your chest. How soft your heart might feel right now in this moment. Take a breath in. With this person or this being on your heart, may they be happy. May they be peaceful. May they be safe. May they experience joy. We pray that one day they awaken to the light of their own true nature. May they be happy. Take a breath in and a breath out and send this energy to them. And notice how it makes you feel. Softening your heart, relaxing your chest, releasing your shoulders. Compassion feels good. Let's expand this feeling a moment. Think about the people you love. Not just one person, not just one being, but maybe your family. Or the people in your life whom you treat and love like family. They're not all perfect, but we love them, and we hold them dear. And we can open up our hearts to a deeper compassion for them. So picture this group of people in your mind. Maybe even feel some of their energies surrounding you here, coming up into your body. It's possible, I promise. Take a big breath in. And with your breath out, may these people be happy. May these people experience peace. May these people stay safe. I'm going to repeat that one. May these people stay safe. May they experience joy. May these people, our loved ones, may they awaken to the light of their own true nature. May these loved ones be happy. Take a breath in. And with the breath out, send this energy out to your loved ones. Imagine like the Care Bear stare, it shines from you. Notice how it makes you feel. Maybe you feel lighter, maybe you feel brighter. Compassion has that capacity to bring in and experience the light from within. And now with this heart opened and softened, take a moment. That's where it gets hard. To bring into your awareness, into your attention, someone, or maybe a group, people who we may not fully align with, people or groups who we may not see eye to eye with, dare I say, people who may even hurt and hurt us. I invite you to open up to some compassion, which does not mean that you are weak and that you accept the ways in which they are. Instead, compassion invites us to open up to the reality of their humanity. And it invites us to be patient and work inward in order to change what's outward. And this is why it's a practice. Take a moment. It's hard. And for me as well. But we'll practice together. Take a breath in. May these people be happy. May these people find peace. May these people stay safe. May these people experience joy. We pray that the people we do not align with, somehow, some way, enlighten. We invite them to come to the light of their own true nature. May these people be happy. Take a breath in. And with your breath out, send them some compassion. It does not mean you have to be in love with them. But compassion, again, softens the heart and creates space within for ourselves to heal. And from a space of healing, we can help others. Take one more breath for them, those others. Breathe in. Soften your shoulders, soften the face, send out that compassion. Now bring your awareness and your intention upon yourself, your beautiful, complicated, messy, divine self. You are perfect in every way, and just by being you, you create space in this world for love and compassion, which we need more. And sometimes just being you can be hard. True metta, true loving kindness really has to be turned inward and felt from the inside out. So look inward, breathe in. May you be happy because you deserve it. May you find peace because you deserve it. May you stay safe because you're right. It is your right as a human on this planet. You deserve to stay safe. May you experience joy. You definitely deserve joy. Look inward, take a breath, and may you one day awaken to the light of your own true nature. Take another breath in. May you every day awaken to the light of your own true nature. And may you be happy. Breathe in. Breathe out and fill yourself up with light, love, just this metta loving kindness energy. This inward space, breathe in. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be safe. May all beings awaken to the light of their own true energy and nature. And may all beings be happy. I invite you to sit or lay here a few moments, maybe even minutes longer, and just be with your breath. Be with the sounds around you. And be with the metta inside of you. to the sky. Take an inhale. Palms touch together, and as you exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Just a moment of gratitude for yourself, for being who you are, for being willing and able to explore movement, breath, and energy. Thank you for sending out your vibes into the world. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Again, I'm Savanna Flowers, and I really appreciate you today. Until the next time we're together, namaste.